Hi guys. How you doing this morning? I'm just waiting until a couple more people come in. Hello. I know that Todd's home today, so he should be here. Hi, Karen. Yeah, Lori sent me this hat. It's really cute, huh? Minions. Thank you. Just another stressful day. Trying not to be stressed, but I am. I'm not gonna lie. Hi there, other Karen Booth. Hey there, Shirley and Mike and Julie and Valerie. Hi, guys. I'm trying to wait until at least Todd gets in here. He may not be coming. I don't know. I know that he got home. And I don't know if Lori's going to be in today. I know that Tom's not going to be in here because his wife works at home on Fridays. So, hi Valerie, how you doing? Did Kansas end up getting that weather? I've been trying to clean. I haven't had much sleep. Job comes today, so it's like, kind of. It's a good thing. I mean, I'm glad he's coming, and I don't have to have everything like, oh, they're in it right now. That sucks. Yeah, we got it was some kind of warning system that came through last night. But we're gonna be cold. Right now it's 15, feels like 10. But we got a winter weather advisory saying that we should be expecting 4 to 7 inches. And so hopefully that doesn't hit Job and Gretchen. With Job coming, that's not why I'm stressed. It's just bills and stuff, normal stuff. Adulting stuff. It'll be okay. I'm trying to keep telling myself everything will be okay and not let my blood pressure get too high and all that good stuff, Hey, there's Lori. Hey there, girly. How you doing?
I'm still here.
How's your leg?
About the same. I can put a little bit of weight on it so I can get around a little bit better with crutches. So, but they keep going first. So,
good morning.
I missed you.
What's up?
Same old, same old.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I bet you are. I'm tired too. I feel like I could go take a nap right now.
I know. I didn't sleep well last night. So, cares for the birds.
Yeah. After dinner, I was like, man, I feel like I need a nap. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. Yeah.
I was awake.
Same shit, different bull.
I was
Yeah.
awake at 3 o'clock, and then again at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. I woke up at 5 yesterday morning and I stayed up all day until after dinner until like 6. And then I went and took a nap for 3 hours and stayed all the way up until 5 in the morning again, and then went to sleep for a couple hours, woke up at 7. And
God.
so yeah.
Yeah, it was such a weird sleep schedule.
Yeah. That's what happens.
I got plenty to do though. Had some of my jewelry brought over to work on, and then Teresa stopped yesterday and got a bunch more stuff from that lady that gives me stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's stuff. I mean, we're
Oh
talking
wow.
signage and collectibles and toys. All the 1990 teeny beanies that are still in the original pack that was brought to the stores themselves. I've got the whole display that's in plastic and the store displays. You know, the ones that the stores put all the little animals on them. Got those. I've
Hi
got
Maggie.
Morning.
uh, the old. It's the big McDonald's umbrella. I think somebody has one of those listed for like $200 or something like that. I'm
Oh
gonna
my god.
I'm gonna be so my kids are coming over Saturday to help get out because it's all just like right in the middle of the way over here because it was all loaded in Teresa's Jeep. So my sister come and unloaded it because Teresa, I wore her out. She's flat wore out. So running and getting.
Wow.
So they're all coming tomorrow to get all of it organized and write up what it is and at least get me one picture of each item so I can research it and all that good stuff. Basically to help me keep things rolling because it's not looking good. It's looking like I'll probably need surgery. So trying to get as much stuff drafted and that I can get, and then my daughter said she'd just take all the pictures and stuff for me so I can keep going. So, but good. And my battery's about dead already.
Yeah. That seems to take a lot out of you. I mean, just being hurt like that, it just seems to take so much out of you.
Yep. Went. So, but those the pins. She brought that thing of pins in to me. I was like, those are so cool. I mean, there's some I've never seen. Little cat pins or lapel pins, and one's got Michael Jordan on it.
I just sold one of those. Oh, she must have popped out.
Oh.
Internet or something. Maybe she hit the wrong button. I don't know. No, but she was talking about the Michael Jordan stuff. I just sold a stopwatch that was a McDonald's toy, and it went for like $12.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, it wasn't. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, but I mean, hell, if you got 5 of them,
Yeah.
that would be pretty cool. We're just trying to hang in there for right now. It's a lot of the, it's just crap. Oh, Prancer, stop it. So what's going on with you guys today?
Not that much. I'm meeting my son for lunch. I'm excited about that.
You mean what?
I'm meeting my
Mhm.
son for lunch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. Even though we live 20 minutes apart, we don't always get to see each other.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Fuzzy ain't having it. That's for sure. Hi, Beth. Yeah, Job and Gretchen are coming up. They should be here like around 1, maybe even 2. There's Lori.
I'll be back.
I'm back.
And welcome back, Kata.
Oh. So how's everybody else doing?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing. I had my adjustment yesterday, and I just feel like, you know, how when you, I don't know if you've ever been to a chiropractor before, but like when you get adjusted, you kind of feel like if you turn a certain way or something, it could crack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that, but that's how I feel. Like I feel like in all different parts of my body, like it could crack if I just, you know, turn. So it's like on the verge of going back into that bad, you know, adjustment, or the way it was before I was adjusted.
Do you feel better though?
I do. It takes a lot of the pressure off of certain points. And but I just feel like I feel sore, definitely. And she really tried to get my hips in order yesterday, because I have one foot that's longer than or one leg that's longer than the other.
Oh.
And it's because my hips are like this. Like they're slanted.
Oh, one's higher than the other?
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
And it's because I might be like compensating a little bit.
Oh, probably.
And you know, so I mean, it just, I don't know, it makes me sore, but I know I feel better.
Well,
Like yesterday, you know, they started the whole money game with me, and
the whole money game.
you know,
yeah.
yeah, like I have 18 visits that are free, but then they said, oh, well, this is your plan. And this is, you know, we want to do 3 adjustments a week for 12 weeks. Yeah. And then we want to drop that down to 2 adjustments a week for, it's like a year plan.
Wow.
Yeah. So then, you know, it's like, it's only going to cost me like probably $1,000 more, but still that's a lot of money for me.
That is a lot of money. Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Valerie says, that's way more than 18 visits. Yeah. So, I mean, I understand they have to make money, but aren't they getting money from the insurance? You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
That's why they want to put you on a plan, and so they can use up your insurance.
Oh yeah, and if you know, you pay it in full, then you know you get so much of a break or whatever on it, like 10% or something. Yeah, they're trying to get me on the gold plan.
Lord.
Oh my God. They want a lifetime member or what? Yeah. So I just said, I'll pay as I go. You know, I'll just leave it at that. And then, you know, if I am like, you know, so bad off and I'm not like, you know, better by, you know, by the time that my 18 visits are done, then, you know, maybe maybe I'll just have to pay for it, but I'll have to figure that out because I can't do it right now.
No, that's a lot of money.
They have, Hank. They have discussed like things that I can do, to help or to avoid, don't sit with my legs crossed. Don't. There's a whole list. Yeah. Let me write you a check, but don't drop it because it might bounce.
Thank you, Beth. I need to do more. I really need to correct my posture.
Yeah, I'm bad at that too.
I'm so slumpy, I can see it, especially we do a video of our chorus rehearsal every Wednesday night. So I can see myself on the video when I watch it back, and I can see how bent over.
Hunched over.
Yeah. It looks horrible. And I know it's what makes my neck, my neck hurts all the time. My upper back and my shoulder hurts all the time. I know it's my posture.
Yeah.
But how do you correct it after 50 odd years of living, of slumping?
Right. Hey, OJ, he says, I've heard in China you pay the local doctor a small fee each month, and when you're sick, you don't pay. The doctor then has an incentive to rush to your house and get you well. Much better incentive. It's true.
So you pay when you're not sick?
You pay when when he's.
Yeah, you pay when you're not sick.
So when you get sick, they're like, oh no, we don't get money if they're sick.
Yeah.
That's different.
Valerie says, I've heard yoga really helps a lot. I have heard yoga too. But yoga, you have to be able to, get down on the floor on a yoga mat and kneel, for God's sake.
Well, you build up that strength, There's there was that one guy that he went viral. His videos went viral because he was like,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like in wars or something, or he was a parachuter or something.
Right, he was in Vietnam or something.
Right? Yeah, and his knees were so bad that he couldn't hardly walk. He was walking with a cane and with walker, and but he started doing that.
Yeah, and it shows him every day falling over. Yeah, in that video.
Yeah. And there's so much online. There's so many YouTube videos that are just free, with yoga.
So and exercise and everything.
Yeah. I want to try hot yoga.
They say the best thing for you is just
I don't know what that is.
Hot yoga. It's basically
foam rolling. Hank says foam rolling is amazing. Whatever foam rolling.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know if I want to know what that is.
What is it? Stone rolling? I wonder if it's where they put warm rocks on your back and roll them like a massage or something.
Oh,
maybe.
I
don't know. Really? Are you back again? You are just rude.
This is hot yoga. It's just yoga in Florida. That's all.
You're rude.
No, basically they do it in a heated gym. Like, you go into a heated room and you do yoga, and you try not to drink a crazy amount of water while you're in. I mean, you can, because some people just need to drink, but I heard like the more you hold off of drinking, it makes your body sweat more or something. I don't know.
I don't want your foot up my nose. Quit.
So they tell you all about foam rolling all the time, but nobody listens. Well, tell us again, Hank. How did I miss this?
Yeah, I don't remember ever. I don't remember her saying anything about.
Yeah, I just, I really try to do, just some simple stretches.
I've been doing some stuff with weights to try
Yeah.
to build muscle, but that's just because I've read that that's the way to help you, because my weight's been creeping up, even though I don't eat a lot. So, and I read online somewhere that building muscle will help you maintain your weight or lose weight after menopause, that you need to build the muscle. So I've been doing that, but I don't know if it's doing any good.
My finger.
Couldn't hurt.
No.
See you later, Beth. That dog is so cute.
I know.
He's
Hi,
rocking.
Beth.
He says, my chiropractor got me foam rolling that in the gym, but chiropractor was a big fan of it. I'll have to look it up.
Foam rolling.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds sexual.
Probably only to you, Todd. Only to you.
Throw in a little Crisco oil and we're good to get out your foam and your Crisco oil and just roll around. Yeah.
Mike says all the yoga how-to videos on YouTube are nude. I forget where I am. Don't get crap done. That's not true. You on the wrong YouTube. You're on Pornhub or something.
Pornhub.
You need to go to the groomer. You start to look like Valcor.
Hey there, Tim. So, how was your trip to Oklahoma?
It was just a lot of driving and a lot of putting stuff in boxes and a lot of bringing it back and a lot of unloading it and a lot of rain. Man, it rained nearly the whole way home.
Oh.
Yeah, like 300 miles of rain. And trying to avoid all the wrecks that were out there. My brother and I just barely missed being in one.
Wow.
7-car pile up in Oklahoma City.
Oh, man.
And
That's just that city is just really bad for that, too.
and then I almost squashed a Fiat when they changed lanes like a half an inch from the front of my F-250. You know those little Fiat 500s?
Mm-hmm.
That car was just zizzing around traffic. And by the grace of God, they are alive because I would have squished them like a grape.
Yeah.
I got a big old F-250 with a steel wraparound brush bumper, and it would have just smashed them flat.
Well,
But yeah,
I'm glad you made it back home safe.
now I got all the boxes to unpack, and I brought home all of Mom's Pyrex. I got a bunch of Pyrex. And I stole some of her towels and washcloths that she's not going to use again. And yeah, Just stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
everything.
What
Your phone's
the hell
ringing.
that is? I know.
Everything that's left in the house, we're giving to the local church youth group there to have a garage sale. There's a few bits of furniture and just boxes of stuff that's good for garage sale, but not good for eBay. So all that got
Hi, Carol.
left there. So they'll
Hi,
have
Carol, and hi, Kathy.
some money for their youth summer camp stuff.
That's good.
They get a little money, and we don't have to go back for 2 or 3 days to have a garage sale.
Yeah.
Then we
So did you get it all cleaned out then?
pretty much. We will have to go back. We signed the house
Yeah.
up with a realty place,
Well, that's good.
and
Don't click.
they want us to sell it for less than it cost. But it's a beautiful house. It's only 10. It's only 10 years old.
Wow.
So that's what I've been doing the last 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of out of commission, and I know that you had said something in the Facebook chat, and but you didn't say anything about. I couldn't find anything about you saying that you were going to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That everybody was telling me, we haven't heard from Todd since Monday night and everything, and I'm like, well, that's just freaking weird. And Tom says I messaged him, and somebody else messaged him, and I was like, okay, I'll message him. And then
Yeah, I
he
messaged
still didn't
Tom.
get.
I messaged Tom back and told him, yeah, I died and went to heaven, but the devil sucked me back. So
Yeah, I was like, well, if he's still alive, he'll probably answer his phone if I call. So.
And then you called.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was standing in Mom's sunroom when you called.
Yeah, I was gonna do it while we were on the show, and I mean, I put myself on mute and stuff, but just because you never know, like, you could have lost your mom or something, and it could have been a really bad conversation.
Yeah.
I was hoping that nothing went wrong.
It's just more life. When I retired from school teaching, I thought it would be all go to the golf course or sit in my recliner or go fishing. No, it ain't like that.
Yeah.
It's like Mom needs help moving, and the boys need money for weddings, and the boys need money to fix their houses. And I'm like, crap, you can, until you're pretty much dead, you're going to keep working. It doesn't matter whether you retire from your job or not.
Yeah.
So, oh, you're retired? You can come help da 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 or da 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 or put up a gutter or
Yeah.
Sure, I can. Just, Dad, when you come to help put up the gutters, don't forget your debit card because we need to buy some stuff. Okay.
Man. Man, they working it, huh? They will miss you when you're gone, Daddy-o.
Yeah, Hank says I'm just acting too damn spry. Well, yeah, I need to come up with a fake body cast or something. I wish I could help you, but
I'm falling and I've broken everything.
I blew out my knee. I blew out my back. My girlfriend Maggie wants me to spend time with her. I can't help you, Mom. I got to pay attention to my girlfriend Laurie and Sally and Maggie and Hank and Liz
Yeah, I
and
need my time too.
Carol and Valerie and okay,
Yeah, do
I'm
you see
leaving.
that Brandon hit a deer the other day?
Oh no.
Messed up the front of our truck.
Oh my.
So now they're thinking that they're gonna total it out. The insurance adjuster, of course, is not here in the state. He's actually in Ohio.
Oh, Lord.
And and so
Sister wives. Yeah.
they're gonna be doing it by pictures, I'm assuming.
Sadie, it's okay to have sister wives as long as they're in different parts of the country and you don't. Yeah.
That's right.
Just keep them unaware of each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I hit a deer a few years ago, and the adjuster came out, and he did not open the hood of the car.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't put in the report. I'm trying to think of how it went down. The bottom line was the body shop started to work on it, and then it ended up costing way more than estimate was because the adjuster didn't bother to look under the hood, and it should have been totaled, but they ended up fixing it, which I would have rather had it totaled.
See, um the insurance people, they actually told Brandon that usually whenever it's missing a light, that's like a safety issue. And instead of just saying, oh, we can put another light in, they total it out.
Mike.
And so
Mike.
I mean, nothing is wrong with the radiator or anything like that. It's got a bunch of deer hair in it.
Yeah.
But other than that,
What's
so funny?
Mike.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at what
Just
Mike
start shitting your
wrote.
pants. Just start shitting your pants and they won't want you around.
Yeah.
Hi, Carol.
Problem solved for everybody but me. Yeah, I can solve one problem and create another.
Just say I have ear bowel.
Your dog is like, why are you doing that? Why you make that sound? Playing a trumpet. Yeah, I'm glad that Brandon's okay too. I mean, he didn't feel like, he said he was going so slow that he didn't feel like he had been in an accident or anything. So, he didn't even get the body aches from that or anything like that. It was just, that deer wanted to die, obviously.
I don't know what would be worse, hitting a deer or a Fiat. I guess hitting a Fiat because I would have killed some people.
Yeah.
Well, they make those little Fiats so little. I mean, they're like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, like a wind could blow them over.
Mm-hmm.
Or the smart cars, they look like a pregnant roller skate.
Yep.
Oh man.
It's like, good Lord, I have a golf cart that's bigger than some of these smart cars. It's like somebody posted on Facebook. There was a truck like mine, and then it had a smart car sitting in the back, and said, "Ooh, somebody got the supersized Happy Meal."
Yeah.
There's a couple of those little bitty cars in town here that one of them the dog groomer has, and he can take like one dog with him, and the other is works for a pharmacy and they deliver pills around. So I guess that's all you need around a little town.
That's like my son worked for Domino's, and that's when they were having the smart cars for Domino's, and he's 6'4", and they
Oh my
wanted to
God.
drive
Oh my
that. He's like, I couldn't get my foot in that. He said I could straddle it and make it go faster than I could
Straddle.
get in it.
Oh my God.
He said, "There's no way I could get in that car." He said, "You gonna cut the top off of it for me? Take the seat out and cut the top off, and then I might be able to drive it."
Yeah, you know that Kathy says that she hit a deer in her Jeep once and it just dented the bumper and she was lucky. I think you know, like this was a 2000 Envoy. It They have those plastic type grills, you know, and stuff and bumpers, and they just crack and break away. I mean,
Yeah.
his grill, it was gone.
Can you
It just
imagine?
totally took out the grill.
Can you imagine hitting a deer in a smart car? Yeah.
No.
Man.
Total a deer hitting a squirrel. So I mean, or total a smart car hitting the squirrel.
Yeah. Well, this deer was only about 75 pounds.
Oh, that's a young one.
It
You
wasn't
bet.
it wasn't that, yeah, it was a little one. And I mean, it's just crazy that it did so much damage because he said he was only going like 25, 35 miles an hour.
Its mama
Because
had probably already crossed the road and it decided to cross
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Well, they were headed to McDonald's, so
The
The
deer?
deer?
yep. They were crossing the street. I'm telling you,
Some hungry
they
deer.
need to put signs. They need to put signs there saying that the deers cross at a certain time. That way, the deers know when to cross, so
Oh
they can
no.
go get their McDonald's in the morning.
Bleat, bleat, Happy Meal, Mom.
Yeah. Oh no, they might have that lady call into a radio station and say, "Hey, you need to move those deer crossing signs because
Yep.
you remember that? She was legit.
Yeah.
That's a bad place to put that sign. Those deer don't know no better. They're gonna follow that sign because it says they can cross there, so they're gonna
Yeah.
cross it."
Why would they put it in the school where the schools are at?
Yeah, Mr. They were trying to make the 11 a.m. breakfast cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, possibly.
Gotta have that breakfast burrito.
They hit a deer, and the body shop said they needed a police report before they would repair it. They said it could have been a hit and run or a pedestrian. I know when I hit it, and they didn't come out to look. And then the next day we had this pouring rain, and I was afraid the rain would wash away all the. Because somebody said to me they looked to make sure there's deer
Fur.
hair, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fur embedded in the
In the
thing.
grill.
In the grill, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it
you
was.
show up with the deer stuck in the windshield. Is this good enough evidence?
Oh my God.
See, my deer
That's
didn't.
what.
Yeah, just ran off.
We need evidence. How's this? Deer burgers.
You,
All a Chevrolet.
Mr. Sadie says it's at 11 or 10:30. The movie Big Daddy confused me. It used to be 10:30 back in the day.
Yeah, now
We
it's
don't even
11.
have a cutoff now.
We do.
We don't even. We have all day breakfast now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
11 o'clock here.
I wish they did. Well, they do on some things. Some things you can get. Some of them do. Not all of our McDonald's around here do, but some of them have just certain things. They don't, like the egg and cheese McMuffin or something like that. But, oh,
Mm-hmm.
stop! Benji's aggravating the other dog.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just crazy how all that
Well,
happens, and
now I want McDonald's. Dang it.
I know it sounds good. Yeah, kind of.
Don't sit over and look at me like you didn't do nothing. You were aggravating her. I seen it. He's like, your little hay was a little crooked. There we go.
I hate people on Amazon. Jeez.
He is a typical boy. He is all boy when it comes to
So did you sell a lot of stuff while you were gone, Todd?
No, not much. 3 days and I sold 6 things. But I had 4 days shipping put on, so people
Well,
don't like to buy stuff when they have to wait on it.
Yeah.
No, people are used to getting things right away.
Yeah.
Lori, Hank says something just slithered behind you on the counter. I don't know what that was. You're muted.
If it's black and white, it's that little cat. He knows he's not supposed to
Oh.
be there. But I do have a crutch. If I can reach you, I'm gonna knock you off.
Yeah, you can see in the background.
Big bazooka water gun. It holds about a gallon of water. And I can shoot it from here to across the room.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I kept him out of the kitchen one day when I was trying to mop, and he kept coming in there. I was like, "All right, you little shit," because my squirt bottle broke. I got something better for you. I loaded that cat up. He's like, "Real."
Oh my god.
So now when all I gotta do is grab it, and he takes off running. But it's in it's in the other room. So I'm gonna have Teresa leave it out here for me.
Liz says my dogs are talking to you, Lori.
They're talking to me.
Yeah.
They hear my dogs barking.
Probably.
There's Hope. Say hi, Hope. Say hello.
Shit. My Mr. Sadie says I started my day off with the $120 return.
All that.
Wow.
Yippee.
I hate
I got them right where I want them now.
Want to say hi? Want to say hi? Say hello. Say hello. Oh, good Lord. Here they all come. You just had to come over here. You're going to aggravate her again, aren't you? You better not. He's horrible.
You know that Baby Shark song?
Yeah,
No.
No. Well, I was in Oklahoma City driving, and in front of me was a car with a license plate that said Mom Shark. One of those personalized license plates.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Mom Shark. I thought that was funny. Do 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 do. They didn't have room for do 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 on the tag.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness for that.
Somebody mute
Mr.
him.
Shady says, I hope I get more returns today. Can't beat them, join them, damn it.
I got 4 sales going out. Well, it'll be tomorrow once my daughter gets home to pull the orders. And I haven't listed the daggone thing in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Just been working on drafts because I've got that, and I've been all the stuff that I ended. I've been tweaking everything and relisting it with self-similar. So I haven't physically listed anything in a few days. Sending out offers and selling similar until I work through all that. And then I've been researching my jewelry.
Yeah.
And playing on Top Hatter. Have you ever found that app where you can bid on stuff? Starts at $1. It's very addictive.
What is it?
It's called Top Hatter. It's an auction site.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My goodness.
Sharky Mom Dills Kathy says I could have that license plate and it would mean something different. This is true.
Shedding already.
And a bunch of returns on Amazon. I guess it's still the post-Christmas returns going on there.
Yeah.
And they give a really long return time for anything bought in the fourth quarter. I want to say 120 days or something. But that's all right. Just keep plugging away.
I'm not going to say anything about the R word because I don't want any.
You want to jinx yourself.
That would throw a wrench in my toolbox real quick. Not that there's already not wrenches in there.
So I watched, I didn't watch it. I listened to a podcast the other day. eBay for Business. Did anybody else remember that?
What?
What's going on? I'm not looking at this right.
That was funny.
Mary. Sold a hearing aid for $500.
Oh, Lord.
Awesome, Mary. Good job.
Where did you pick it up at, Mary?
She goes around the old folks' home and steals steals them off of night pens.
Sign up with
I think she got that one at a state sale
program.
Huh?
Sign up, like to volunteer in their visitation program, visit the old people.
Yeah.
And still their hearing aids and their dentures.
Yeah. Just, go around with one of those electric motorized chairs and just steal one chair and then just go around to each room and steal all the hearing aids. Yeah.
It's your fault. It's your fault, Hank. You made me knock. You made me knock, and when I knocked, that's when the dog started barking. She said, "Hurry, knock on wood."
I'm surprised mine didn't bark. They're right here. Well, 2 of them. Are you two going to get along for the first few minutes here, or what? Go on, Ruben. Go on.
That's funny. Mr. Sadie said, "Can you load me 120, Mary?" And she goes, "I never spend it till after the return period." Lol. Uh-huh.
That's me. If I sell something high dollar, I leave it in there for at least 2 months, or I'll move it to my savings account rather than my checking account.
I do that too if I don't need it.
Yep. I'll throw it in my savings account. Cause I'm trying to save up to buy me a new iPhone, so
Oh, cool.
I could go through Verizon, but it seems like they charge you more. Than they have all these extra little added fees that they want to put on there. They say, "Oh, it only
Oh,
costs
yeah.
you an extra $29 a month, and you get your bill. It's like $65 extra dollars." Is like, what the hell's all this? So I'm just gonna buy one because it's you just go in and replace your old phone with the new phone, and then you're done. Nothing changes. So, but when you go through their service and get a phone, they add all this extra stuff on there. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna buy one
That's
from
awful.
the iPhone store.
Yeah. So you're gonna get one of the new ones?
Yeah, well, they got.
One
I'm
of
gonna
the
get the iPhone. It's either the 10XR or this. They have the 11, but I might just get the 10XR because it's like $500, which I don't really want to pay that. But they're sooner or later these other phones they're not going to be taking any more of the operating system upgrades, so I have to do
Oh.
something before they stop doing that. So,
Well, that's kind of shitty.
yep, that's what they do. That's how they make their money. They slower, just like with the iPads. You got to upgrade them too because they'll stop accepting the yeah upgrades to the new. It's like right now I'm on iOS 13. Before long it'll be the 13.5 and then 14 and because I had
Yeah, that's
the
crazy.
iPad Mini, and when I got this, I thought, well, I'll give that to Teresa. Well, then come to find out, it wouldn't accept the newest upgrade of the system. So
Uh,
it's
so
useless.
basically, they're trash.
Yeah, once they get to a certain point, they're useless. That's why you can see them. You see some of the older iPads online for like $50. I mean, some of them are still
Yeah.
operational, but they can't get a lot of the new apps. So
Oh, okay.
So, like when they take them back to, I took the iPad Mini back to factory reset, and it wouldn't even take YouTube. It wouldn't even let me re-download YouTube for her. So she has to go through Google and and type in YouTube and go to YouTube that way to watch it. But she can't have the app itself. So I mean, there's ways around some
Yeah.
of the stuff, but it's ridiculous what they do to get you to buy stuff.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing about Android, I think, is I think they're constantly all your Android devices usually take most of the upgrades.
Hmm.
And my sister's like, that's why I still have a flip phone. I don't have to worry about all that. I said, yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it takes you 10 minutes to type the word the. Because you got to go hit the button 3 times. She'll sit there, beep, 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 beep. So I said, what is that, Morse code? That's how old that sounds.
Oh my gosh. Well, I use Android and I like it.
Mm-hmm. I used to have the
Liz says,
yeah.
sorry.
Go ahead. I'm fighting with Bambi. Just trying to get under the blanket.
I was just gonna say, Liz sold a vintage giant life-size Afghan hound plush for for 200 this morning,
Oh,
and they drove 4 hours to get it. That's nuts.
Really?
cow.
Afghan hound plush.
That's crazy.
For such a little dog, you sure weigh
Liz
a lot.
listed it pickup only. Wow.
Sorry to hear that about your foster dad, Mary. Hope he's doing okay. I mean, I hope everything goes okay with that.
Yeah.
Hank says they stole that idea from how our body's operating system starts to bog down the hardware,
Yeah.
turn us into dust eventually. How rude. Oh, wow. Yeah, you be careful, Mary. Um. Oh wow, you just found out that he's in the hospital. That sucks. Where is he? Where is he at? 70 miles north. Yeah, I've just been trying to list clean.
Mm-hmm.
I had to clean out this dehydrator for Brandon because it was out in the garage, and so it's all like covered in dust and stuff, and um, so I brought it in the house so I could start cleaning on that. And he's got the stuff, the the meat in the refrigerator marinating, so he's in Port Huron. I don't even know where that's at. Somewhere where I'm not.
Brandon making deer jerky.
Oh yeah,
I love deer jerky. I'm not a big
I do
deer meat
too.
fan unless it's mixed in with like chili or something like that. But I like deer
Yeah.
jerky.
Yeah, he makes it really good too. He has his own recipe that he uses, and it always has a really good flavor.
I used to do all that. I used to
And
do.
I don't like venison steaks or nothing like that. So
Don't
he took the
either.
back straps and all that and turned it into jerky.
I used to make deer jerky and beef jerky and chicken jerky and used to sell it years ago. I don't do that anymore. Got to be too
Yeah,
expensive after a
it's some
while.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had my own spices and I did. I used to take it to work and
Hmm.
sell it all the time. I made pretty good, decent money just doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, and jerky's expensive, man.
Yep. And I would dehydrate fruit. I made my own fruit roll ups and all that because kids love that.
Yeah.
Take a whole jar of applesauce and throw a little bit of sugar and cinnamon in there and throw it in the dehydrator. As it had that mat that you could put in it, the one I had.
Hmm.
I'd make my own roll ups. They'd take them to school.
Oh.
Would you quit? Leave that alone. You're like toddlers. You get into everything when I'm preoccupied. It's like, oh, mom, stop watching. What can I get into today?
Right. She can't get up and chase us now.
Yep. Give me a rubber band shooter
Right.
or a Nerf gun. That's what I need. A Nerf gun. Shoot him in the butt. Meow. And we go, oh.
Right. Well, hopefully your sales are better for you this month, Mary, than last month. Yeah, I'm trying just to work on what I got out here, and not worry about, like trying to go get anything different or anything like that. Just working on what I have.
That's what I'm doing. Saving me money. Being laid up.
Yeah.
I can't go sourcing unless I buy online. I thought about buying a bulk box, but I'm like, I don't need a bulk box. I have so much stuff to list right now.
Right.
I told Teresa, I said, it's kind of like an addiction when you're reselling, because that's the fun part, is buying.
Yeah.
And then she says, yeah, but then you get overwhelmed with stuff. When she's right, she said, work with what you got. I was like, yeah.
Yep.
So she said, you got a ton of jewelry. Right now is the best time to work on it. I'm like, wait a minute, who's running this business, me or you? She's right now, I'm calling the shots because you can't go anywhere. So it's like, true. What do you want? You're such a pain right now. Quit. Oh, not ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna have to put a pillow over my knee.
Did you?
They managed to put their little feet right in that little hole where the my knee shows through the brace.
Oh my God.
Every time. Go away, quit. He's like, ooh, table, what can I pull off of here?
Yep. It's amazing how dogs can aim for your crotch when they're jumping, you know, and they just whap. Ow, he's still freaking
Yeah.
snacking.
And the smaller they are, the more it hurts.
I
Little
know.
feet. Like, Bambi's bad for stepping on the inside of my leg, and I have, nerve damage in my legs anyway from surgery. And so she steps on the inside of my leg. Oh my God, it hurts anyway. So you can imagine having nerve issues and it hurting. So it's like,
So I seen that you were talking about when they're gonna do an MRI or whatever. I didn't see when they were going to, but seen
the
that you were
30,
talking about it.
the 31st is the soonest that the orthopedic surgeon can get me in. I guess he's that
Oh
busy.
my God.
So, I'm like, oh, great. I said, so if there is something torn, it's going to heal the wrong way until I get in there, you know?
Yep.
So,
Right.
but that's why they have the mobilizing brace. But I have to keep adjusting it when I do have to get up and go to the bathroom or something, or, get something to eat or whatever. It slides down my leg because it's not, I mean, it's just Velcro, is what holds it, two pieces with bars on
Yeah.
each side to hold it together. So, because they don't want me
Right.
using the one, my brother-in-law gave me like I call it a robo leg because it's metal, but it has a hinge, so it allows my knee to move forward and back, and they don't even want it to do that. So, I'm like, great. So every time I get up, I gotta adjust the brace. When I walk down the hall and come back, I gotta adjust the brace. So it's been a pain in the butt.
Right.
So, and when I'm not doing anything, I have to set with my leg up. So, ice on, ice off, all that crap. So I've pretty much gone through my freezer of all the vegetables I don't like and used it as ice packs.
Yeah.
Deary.
Teresa's like, where'd the lima beans go? I used it as ice pack. Because I have a gel pack, but that I only have one, so I'm making excuses, and this is going to be put in the freezer. Let's grab the lima beans. Nasty. Or the butter beans. Those are gross. So I told Teresa, I said, do not buy this stuff. I'm not going to eat it. She said, well, Mom, give it to me. I said, well, it's going on my knee. I said, I like certain things. I said, these aren't it. So use it as ice pack.
Yeah.
Okay. My one sister come in. She's like, why is there a bag of, was it succotash where it has the different, it's got lima beans and butter beans and all that in it. She says, why do you have a bag of succotash on your knee? She's like, oh. It's like, yeah, I don't like it, so it's not vegetables, it's ice pack right now.
That's funny.
What's bad is when Benji gets up here, he thinks it's the food because he can smell it. Grabs the ice pack and runs off. I was like, oh, Teresa!
Oh my
And
gosh.
she's got my ice pack again. He's horrible. He's like a toddler himself. But yeah, I'll be glad to get everything situated over there because everything's right in the middle of the floor. All my shipping boxes I ordered come in from Uline and USP. Everything come in the day I did this, or the day I did because I did it that later on that evening. So I haven't had a chance to put any of that away. So of course Teresa takes it over and just piles it all in front of the shipping area because I'm not using the shipping area right now. So and
Right.
then Kimmy, she took everything over and just piled everything in front of that and wherever else she could put the McDonald's stuff. So that just knowing it's like that is driving me insane.
Yeah.
So, and those steps over there are just metal steps, and they're not secured to the trailer. So they're not
Oh.
sturdy enough for me to get up because I can go up and down my steps one at a time, very slowly because it's a deck with the steps and railings and all that. Well, this
Mhm.
is just the metal steps that we brought over from the back side of the trailer, so nobody can get in that back door. And I hadn't secured them yet, so they're too wobbly for me to try to get up and down. So my son's coming
Yeah.
tomorrow to secure everything, so I can at least get in there and direct where everything needs to go. So, as
Oh, that's good.
they're going to come and start putting stuff away for me, and I'm going to say, okay, I want this here, this here. So, because it just, I don't know, a bit of OCD, I guess, because I have everything organized. All my shipping boxes are labeled where they go, and I want all that stuff put away. Because I want it easy for them to be able to go and grab stuff. And right now they can't get to some of the racks because of everything in the way. So
Right. Oh, that'll be good.
yeah,
Get that all cleaned up.
but I tell you,
Yeah, that would drive me nuts too.
if it wasn't for having the inventory system I have, to where I can look it up on my iPad and say, okay, it's in this tote, and then I text them a picture of where
Mhm.
it is. They go right over and pull it and bring everything I need back to me. And Teresa put up a table in here, and then I can I can print labels from my iPad. So they go in and get what I need, bring it out to me. So I do everything right here.
That's awesome.
Leave the cat alone. He thinks the cats are butt nugget machines.
Oh my god.
They'll go in there and use the litter box, and he's barking at him because he wants to get into the litter box. Well, we put up a higher board so he can't get in there. Hey, what do you got?
Um.
So I said, they're not vending machines, they're cats. He's like, ooh, cat yum. And I don't know why dogs have to eat cat crap. What is up with that?
I know that is. I
It
know
is
it's so
disgusting.
disgusting.
Ew.
So he's a turd herder.
Yeah.
Drop it. Hey, come here.
Mary said my OCD brother is coming for a visit in a few weeks and offered to help me with better inventory system. Well, that's cool. I mean, it depends on how OCD he is, because that can be just debilitating. It can be really bad.
Yeah. I'm not full on OCD, but I have traits of it. Like I don't like a
Me
plastic
too.
hanger and a metal hanger to be hung together. All the plastic hangers have to be over here and turned a certain way. All the metal ones, which I don't like metal ones to begin with, but I do like to keep them on hand because I take them apart and use them for other things to fix things with.
Mhm.
But they can't be used.
Yeah.
I don't like them used with my clothing, but I keep them in my laundry room in case I need one. So if I find my
Yeah.
shirt on a metal hanger, it has to come off. I told Teresa, I said, do not put my clothes on metal hangers. I hate them because they leave them little things in these little points on your shoulders,
Yeah.
like you're wearing spikes under your shirt or something.
Mm.
Benji. Oh.
Oh wow. I guess if anybody remembers the Alpine Manor killings,
Seems to me
like
I
I guess
remember
it's
that.
Alpine Manor. The one of the ladies that was, I guess, part of that, she was released from a Tallahassee prison.
I'll be back in just a second. I got to make my way down the
She's
hallway.
she served 30 years. That's crazy. And I guess the person that she killed people with is serving a life sentence, but she only got 30 years. That's crazy. Where'd Maggie run off to?
I don't know.
Valerie was in here a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Right at the start. She doesn't get to come home until Monday. She was going to come home today.
Yeah.
But Kansas and, well, probably more Missouri than Kansas, but maybe both. They're having ice storms right now.
Yeah.
So her flight got canceled.
Yeah, the weather's pretty bad in Central. We're getting rain again today. I'm like, dang, the ground's already saturated.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take this.
Okay. Yeah, I have so much jewelry too. Like those mail totes for the postal service. I have my jewelry in one of those. And I just need to one day, maybe today or tomorrow, I might go through it and try and get it together a little bit better than, a little bit more organized than what it is. Because I mean, I have that mail tote, but then I also have like coffee cans of jewelry, like this is to put in a lot, like a crafter's lot. This is to put, this is to recheck, because I don't like, I get kind of caught in between like rechecking my jewelry several times because I don't want to throw something away that is worth something. So like anything that is like beaded, if it's, plastic beads, of course, that's, going to go in like the crafter slot or whatever. But if it's, I don't want it to be like glass beads and me not know, or, not look further into it and make sure, that it's not something that is worth a little bit. I want to get my money out of it. So it's kind of harder when I'm being, just wanting to recheck and everything. But then maybe I should, shouldn't be like that. Maybe I should just throw it all into a small box and say, okay, this is, this lot, and put it up, for auction, or throw it up on a fixed listing and get rid of it. I just don't want to miss out on something. And because I don't know very much, I mean, I know a little bit about jewelry, but I don't know very much. Hi there, Rita. How are you this morning? Yeah, so it kind of sucks because Valerie's supposed to come home today, and she's not going to get to until Monday. I mean, she wasn't planning on having a challenge or anything anyways on Sunday, but still, it just kind of sucks because, she wanted to get home and get started on her business stuff, and, it also might, screw up some of her shipping. I don't know. Because she usually has certain days that she turns back on, like her Posh and her eBay and stuff. So I'm not sure if that's gonna mess her up. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling too, Liz. Is just I just really want to get rid of some crap around here, and if I just take a low price for it, I'm kind of good with that. Yeah, that's me too, Liz. I have a hard time with that. And piece by piece by piece, that takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. So it's kind of harder to do that way. I don't think that was right. Yeah, so it just sucks.
Hi, Rita. Liz.
Thought you got lost, girlfriend.
Sorry, Michael was away last night, and he just came in, so I was helping him bring stuff in from the car.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
I'm just trying to do some repricing on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. People drive me crazy. I had a book listed for $50. I was the only one listed. So somebody came in and listed theirs for $10.99. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? I don't get it.
They just, maybe they got theirs for free.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't you rather get $50 for a free book than $10.99?
Yeah. Right.
I would, or at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it too. Like I'd rather get $50 than 10, but some people are like, well, if maybe they think that if they charge low enough that they'll bring more business into their store than in yours. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Like,
I guess I don't look at it that way because I don't look at, even on eBay, On Poshmark a little bit. I look at it as a store that people might come in and then be repeat buyers. But on Amazon, nobody's gonna, especially books, nobody's gonna come in and then save your store in hopes that you have that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
Yeah.
I don't get that mentality on
Right.
eBay.
People more likely just look up one thing at a time instead of
And buy.
Yeah.
Right, the
Going,
level price thing. So if mine was listed for 50, I could see if he listed his for 45 to under
yeah.
50, but why go all the way down to 10?
Yeah.
Whatever. Just
Yeah. Wow. Rita got, well, her boss wants to promote her, but she doesn't know if she wants to go from a teller to a personal banker.
what?
She has to get,
What's the difference? I wonder. Like, what's the difference in the? I get that a teller is standing behind the glass, just taking people who walk in. What does a personal banker do? I'm curious.
I think they're the ones that set up accounts and stuff.
Okay.
I might be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You mean like when you go in and you have to go? Yeah, I get what you're saying.
When you have to go sit down with somebody, do
Oh,
account, open account, do loans. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
always nerve-wracking to jump into something like that. You get so comfortable in what you do. Jason, don't say that.
oh my God.
I don't know if he's serious or not.
Yeah, it's more policy to learn, and if you're getting paid more money, then there's probably a lot more responsibility to go with it too.
Yeah.
So it just depends. It just depends if you want that extra responsibility. You know, it's gonna be,
And
you know, sometimes the money, you know, is a good replacement for that, you know, extra responsibility that you're taking on, but you have to decide if that's best for you or not.
I've been in banking for 20 years. That's why I always say no.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, it's the third time they've asked.
Wow.
So they think you can do it.
Yeah.
They obviously have confidence in you.
Yeah. And so just depends.
How good is the money? Is it worth the extra aggravation?
I mean, she already works in a bank, so there's already responsibility there. But
right.
You know, there's got to be more responsibility.
Oh, they're gonna, yeah.
With the loan stuff and opening accounts and stuff, there's got to be some extra responsibility there. So that means there's got to be more money too.
I mean, every time I've dealt with a loan, and then you go and there's all that paperwork.
A few bucks. I don't know.
Oh, a few bucks. Might not be worth it. Oh, so Jason was serious. They keep asking you, you're a good employee, but also because the turnover in personal banking is so high. So it must be a difficult job.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it kind of sucks to not really want to move up, but when you're kind of, you know, you're in that already, so I don't know. Jason says I worked back when things were different before the 08 crash. I've heard. What was that? I heard something.
Second, I'm going to put.
I heard something. I hope it was the dogs. Is everybody okay?
So her bank, not much.
It was something that fell off right there.
Oh.
I'm like, I heard you. I'm the only person here, so I was like, it's gotta be something fell or it's the dogs. Better not be anything else. Yeah, I have to still make room for my kid that's coming with his girlfriend, because they're gonna sleep right there on an air bed.
Oh, okay.
So, but and there's more room right there than it looks like, but yeah.
To see from this angle.
Yeah, I gotta make more room. Yeah, so she has an hour to think about it and just had to vent. No, it's not a ghost.
If you do it and don't like it, can you go back, I guess is the question.
Yeah, that I probably not, because she probably would get worked into another. I mean, I don't know. Once you take on a promotion, usually you're kind of stuck in that. And demotions are not usually don't usually look good on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you demote. Yeah, she said she's pretty much stuck.
I don't know. I'll be interested to hear what you decide.
Yeah. I heard your baby.
Can you hear that cat?
Mm-hmm. Your Nick. Is that your Nick?
No, that's Boots, who doesn't usually make any sound. That's because he's Michael's cat, and Michael went out to the post office, so he's crying. He doesn't have any time of day for me.
He likes Michael, huh?
He does. He's his cat. We got him. We got him from a woman, my sister, because we already had the two cats. We had Nick and Jack. They're brothers. They're from the same litter. We got them as kittens, and then so they are both 17 years old. My Nick and Jack.
Oh wow.
Boots is 12. So he. My sister had called me and said she had someone she worked with who needed to find a home for this cat. She said that it was because her son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren were moving in with her, and one grandchild was allergic. That was what she said. Yeah. So we talked about it and said, all right, we would go get him. He was about 5 years old then. But I could, like, when we went, they couldn't get him out from under the kitchen table. Now, any of my cats that we've had through the years, if I needed to get him out from under the kitchen table, I would be able to go under and pick him up, right? But they couldn't pick him up because he was hissing, scratching. So again, this is not just a cat who, I just felt like the situation wasn't what they were saying it was. Yeah. But they finally were able to get him, and I brought him home, and he hid. So my younger son, Mike, he took him up to his room. He got him. He found him, took him up to his room, and shut him in. And they kept him in there for about 2 weeks, and they didn't see him. Or I should say, they didn't see him at all for 2 weeks. But they could tell that the litter box was being used and the food was being eaten. So I guess he was coming out when he and his girlfriend, it was like he and his girlfriend used the room. They had a sofa in there and a TV and all that.
Right.
So, and after about 2 weeks, he would venture out, and it was a good month before they actually opened the door. And then it was
Wow.
another week before he actually would leave the room. So he's a cat that was definitely abused. I mean, you
Yeah.
can just tell. Any sudden move, he startled you. It's just obvious that he had been abused.
Mm-hmm.
So they really were very, very careful with him. But even after that, he never warmed up to anybody but Michael. And it's probably because Michael was the one who fed him. He's the one that feeds the cats.
Yeah.
So he's very affectionate with him. He jumps up on the chair with him. If Michael's on the computer, he lays on his keyboard, but he doesn't even give me the time of day. So.
Well, at least he was able to give somebody love,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good cat. He's a good guy. I don't know.
I mean, there's cats that are just not people.
They're
People
just not
cats. They just don't like people at all.
Yeah, I was afraid that's what he was going to be. But he's a good boy. But he torments poor Jack. That's the only thing. Nick is the boss.
Yeah.
Jack is very quiet and gentle, and sometimes Boots just antagonizes him. So I keep saying that whenever something happens to Jack or Nick, I'm going to get a kitten to torment Boots.
Right.
We're lucky here because we have the apartment complex is very pet friendly.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Today we got that's one thing I was helping Michael bring up. We ordered pet supplies from Chewy.com for the first time. I've heard people talk about them and say they were really cheap. So we ordered food and litter and
that's good.
treats. Yeah, he said it was pretty cheap and it was better than lugging the stuff from the litter anyway, all the way from the supermarket. Rita loves the name Boots. Yeah, he's like a gray, but he has the white paws. So they named him Boots. We just kept the name. Fishing and Pickin says, my dog plays a good abused victim when friends are over. We had a cat. I know it's controversial, but we have our cats declawed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll do it in the future, but in any case, we had a cat and we took her. Her name was Noelle. Oh, I loved that cat. So we took her to get fixed, and at the same time, we clawed her.
Right.
So she came home with the bandages on her, and it seemed like she was not. She was limp. It was weeks, and she was limping, and and we were took her back to the vet, and we're like, there's something wrong. She should be healed by now, and she's still limping. She seems to be in pain. And he would look over and say, everything's healing right. And then one day I noticed her limping across the living room. Where I was, that she couldn't see me, but she could see Michael was in her view. And then she limped and limped and limped. And then when she got out of his line of sight, she just went trotting away. She was literally playing. The victim was literally pretending.
Oh my God.
Because we treated her so she was playing us.
That is funny.
It was really funny. Yeah.
We don't think that they can have different different personalities and stuff with either different people or even pretending. You wouldn't think that a cat would pretend to be hurt.
Yeah. I guess she thought she got such good treatment.
Smart. Too
Yeah.
smart.
I love my kitty cats. And my son has a dog, the grand puppy. I like that too, but I don't have the I don't have the patience to take a dog, to take a dog out and all the care that a dog needs.
Yeah.
We found a
Yeah,
show.
we have the 3, and then after these dogs are gone, we're not gonna get nothing else for a little while.
No.
Oh, you say that.
I know, but you know what? I don't think it'll be me. I think it'll be Brandon that just can't be without a doggy, because he's so much too. He's so much of a dog dad,
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he the one that takes them out and all of that?
Well, they pretty much take themselves out. They have a whole fenced-in yard in the back.
Okay.
And we just we have our back door. We have it enclosed in plastic all the way down to the bottom, and then in the bottom they can go out. That's open at the bottom. So and we leave that open all the time. So
that's good.
Yeah, so they basically take themselves out, and but he feeds them, and he helps me groom them. Well, Fuzzy's the only one that has to have a haircut, but he helps me bathe them and stuff. So yeah.
See,
he's a doggy dad.
Here, there's no place for them to run. You have to take them out, walk them, and then there's no place for them to. And then when my kids bring the puppy, her name is Brienne. She's named after some character in The Walking Dead or some character in some TV show. Brienne. Not Walking Dead. One of those Game of Thrones or something. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. I don't watch that one.
And when they bring her down to the shore, we don't have a fenced-in yard, but she loves running on the beach. Loves the beach. And then they take her to a dog park. And the dog parks are big things here.
Yeah.
And then they get to run with the other dogs. Fishing and Pickin' says, my dog looks like one of them poor, hopeless dogs on the TV commercials until you open up the bag. Oh, good Lord, Rita. Rita lost all 3. I lost all 3 a month apart of each other in 2018. Oh, my God.
That is awful.
Heartbreaking. That is awful.
Oh, they were all old.
Oh.
And just went within 3 months of each other. Oh, how sad.
Oh. That's my fear, that Nick and Jack are going to die, are going to go.
Yeah.
Because they're both 12. Yeah, they're both 17.
Yeah, and that's pretty old for cats.
It is. It is. Our other cat died when he was 14. It was awful. It was Jason's graduation from high school. And we woke up, and the cat was obviously not well. He'd been perfectly fine the day before, but he was just laying. He wasn't moving. He would look at us, but he wasn't, moving or eating or anything. And I called the vet, and they said, bring him over in the afternoon. We had the graduation to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike, my younger son, who's really the cat whisperer, he's like, well, I'm not leaving him. And I didn't want to leave him alone with the cat who was sick, but we had to go to the graduation, but like an hour before we left the house, the cat died.
Oh,
And they
wow.
said it was probably kidney, cats. But he was perfectly fine the day before. And
Yeah.
then, which is, I guess, the way to go. But it was so sad.
What did you say it was? Like
Probably kidney.
leukemia? Oh, kidney failure.
Yeah.
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 You know, it's so crazy. I've nursed a bunch of cats back to health from kidney failure. Or having a really bad bladder infection or kidney infection.
Yeah.
That was
Howdy.
that was just one of the things that we had to do. But the first thing that the doctor would have us do is put the apple cider vinegar in their water.
Right.
And then we would give them that. God, it's been forever since I had a cat, but we would give them that. It's like a tube that has like the stuff that you can give cats to like kind of revive them, like it helps with if they have fatigue and stuff like that.
Like a nutritional supplement or something?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Okay. And it comes in a tube.
Ah.
And like I think the one that we used to give was like tuna flavored or something.
Okay.
And but we would try to give a little bit of that if we could. And then the doctor would usually give them a antibiotic shot. Well, sometimes they were just too far gone or whatever to revive them, but most of the time it was the apple cider vinegar in the water that helped them. Seemed like, if we weren't able to give them a shot, or
right,
maybe they couldn't afford, if the customers couldn't afford, the antibiotic shot, they would just have us keep them and try to nurse them back to help with the supplement and the stuff in their water. And sometimes it would work and sometimes it wouldn't, but 9 times out of 10 it usually did. Usually helped.
Yeah, I always felt bad, like if we had gotten to the vet earlier, if we could have saved them. It's just a weird, and just weird situation. I mean, and Jack has been I would say about 2 years ago. All of a sudden, he lost a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
To the vet, they did they called it a geriatric panel where they looked over, they did all kind of blood work, they did x-rays, they did all, and they said everything seemed fine. They did tell us, and there were times when, he wouldn't pee in the litter box, there'd be a day, and I would worry about that. And then what they had us do was switch him to all wet food, because we would give them dry food, and then we'd get the wet canned food on Saturdays. We could switch them over to all canned food. That'll help give them give them more
nutrition
and more, water. There's more water in the food. And I forget what else they might have said about the apple cider. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's fine. It's like 2 years later, he's just really thin. It's just like all of a sudden he lost weight, but there doesn't seem to be anything terribly wrong with him,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, when we had our last cat, he would like basically live where, with my kids, in their room, and he had the litter box in the bathroom and stuff, and they'd feed him and everything, and so he was kind of like in a different part of the house than us, most of the time. And my son come in one day and said, "Mom, the
I
cat
can't hear
is
y'all
not
again.
peeing in
Somebody
the
called
litter
in. I'll
box."
be right back.
Okay. So he said, "Mom, the cat's not peeing in the litter box." And I said, "Well, I wonder why not." And so he said, I just seen him pee in the sink, in the bathroom sink. And I thought of it right away. I said, "I bet you anything that cat's got a kidney infection."
Oh,
And
wow.
I started putting apple cider vinegar in his water that day. And within 2 days, because he still continued to pee in the sink until he was feeling better. But within 2 days, he was peeing in the litter box again. So
I wonder what it is about that that makes them want to avoid the liver box.
it makes them drink more.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It like the apple cider vinegar, it makes them drink more, and so then they push everything out. But they get calcification. They also get calcification in their urethra very easily. It doesn't break down normally like it does in dogs and in humans. It does that calcification. It builds up really bad.
yeah.
We have
Ooh, get it.
our
Get
What
oldest
was that?
Is that
our
you,
oldest
Todd?
Yeah.
our oldest cat is like 17, and a couple of weeks ago, Teresa texted me when I was over at my sister and said there was something wrong with him. And he's 17. That's old cat, you
Oh
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
and he's got the old his he don't maintain himself like he used to. And they say when they start getting to that age, that they know that sooner or later their time is up. But I got I watched him, and he wasn't lethargic. He did start like peeing in the kitchen over here in the corner. He would not leave the
Mhm.
kitchen, and he would lay on the chair all the time. And I would watch him because he could jump and do everything. I'm thinking, what is wrong with him? And then I got to thinking, he's 17 years old, and he started losing weight. I said,
Yeah.
he's not able to eat the hard food. As soon as we went and got him some canned food. You'd think he was a kitten again. It was his teeth. His teeth are getting. He's losing teeth.
Yeah.
We don't know where they're at, but I started looking at him closer, and he's lost quite a few teeth,
Oh,
and
wow.
he's probably lost them in the food bowl or whatever. But you know,
Yeah.
or they're just deteriorating because of his age. But after he
Mhm.
started, we started feeding him, making him go back there in the litter box by the litter box. 'Cause I keep their food back there too. So I would put his food back there, and he started eating. He's using the litter box again. I mean, he's just back the way he was.
Wow.
So, but
Yeah.
I was about ready to chalk him up for it's time to put him down, you know, and because he wouldn't eat, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is it. He's getting ready to cross the Rainbow Bridge. Really no sense taking him to the vet because they're going to probably tell me to do that. And then it just dawned on me to check his teeth. So because he was always the
Yeah.
first one to the bowl when I put food in the morning, and I started noticing, after Teresa told me that, well, yeah, usually Dougie's the first one, and Pat just kind of strolls down the hallway like it's, no big deal anymore. But after that, once he
Yeah.
hears that can, if he sees me in the kitchen, he's up on the counter wanting for his food, and I can't stand cats on the counter. It drives me insane. I don't like them on my table.
Yeah.
They can go anywhere else in the house but on my kitchen counters, and he knows it. But he gets excited now, and I'm like, he'll turn right back around and get back down because I cannot stand a cat
Mhm.
on my counters. And he's so excited now when he hears that can that he runs down the hallway and waits for me now. He'll sit on the dryer and wait for me to bring his food because I'll put his food up on the dryer with him so the dog won't
Mhm.
get tempted to jump in there and try to take his food.
Right.
So, but
Wow.
something else.
Well, that's good that you figured that out.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
because he's old. We've had him. Well, it's going on 18 years really, and he's just an old cat. And he just kind of does his own thing. He still beats the hell out of Benji when he needs to, though. he'll draw back and pow, 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 pow. Benji's like, so it was all about his teeth. Teresa's like, well, I'm glad you thought of that. I said, yeah, because I was this close to calling the vet and say, I think I need to have a euthanasia done. And it just, ding. It's like, check his teeth.
Yeah.
So, because they say when they start, defecating and urinating everywhere else but where they're supposed to, and they stop eating, that they know it's their time. I said, I don't think it is, because he's still got a lot of energy left. It's just that he's slower down because he wasn't able to eat. It was affecting his mobility too. Because when we get hungry, we're like, Just think about animals, because they can't tell you what's wrong with them.
They can't tell you what's wrong.
You got to figure it out. So, but I did. So I'd say we got a couple more years, because I know some cats live to be 20 and 25 years old.
That's what I'm hoping, because I'm not ready for my guys to go.
We lost Lucky last year to that FIP, which is very, very contagious, and we were hoping and praying that none of the cats got it, because dogs can get it too from the cats. So nobody else got it, thank God. So, but what
is that? The feline leukemia?
No, I forget what they call it, but it's a disease that they get from the mother, and it's incurable. There's nothing, with leukemia, they can kind of regulate it and help them out, but with the FIP, that's just something totally different. It's something what is it? Feline immune something. I can't remember what the P stands for, but it's highly contagious to other animals. So, but yeah,
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
There was nothing they could do for him. I felt so bad for that little cat, because he wasn't that old, and he was a beautiful,
feline infectious peritonitis.
Yeah,
peritonitis is that's deadly.
It's deadly, and I felt so bad for him, because he was fine one day. Him and Bambi, they played, they were carrying on, and then the next day he was just laying around, and then by about and I thought, maybe he's just caught a little bug or something. By the second day, he was lethargic, and I said, okay, it's time for him to go to the vet, because he was like limp, and he's just like, so I took him to the emergency animal hospital, and they said that there's nothing they could do for him there that the vet couldn't do, so they sent me to another vet that had more experience with that particular, what they thought it might be. So, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
They got all the lab back and results, and we had no choice but to put him down. So, wasn't our year for pets last year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, I tell you, Benji sure has brightened up everybody's life. He's a fireball.
He's adorable.
But we found out what that, how his face gets red. That's from him being outside, and because he's always got his paws in his face. He's always doing that with his paws against his nose and his eyes. I don't know if it's just something he does. I don't know, because Bambi don't do that, and Baby Girl don't do that. I don't know if it's the breed because of the hair, but he always does it. But it's bacteria that he gets on his feet that causes the tear ducts to leak like that. So there's unless you put shoes on, socks on him, there's really not much you can do about it. So, but the groomer just when she bathes him and stuff, she puts stuff in here and cleans him up and all that. But other than that, that's what it is. You should see a lot of dogs with it. That's what it is. It's where they rub their face, just like if humans get dirt and something on their face, they get their eyes infected. So, ain't much to do about it, because he's constantly doing that. And I said, well, is it because he's got hair in his eyes? They're like, no, some dogs just do that, because that's what the vet said too. Some dogs just do it.
Yeah.
I guess the fluffy breeds. I don't know. Because I've never had a dog with this much hair.
I don't know. Prancer does it too. But and he's actually caught his nail in his eye.
Oh yeah, Baby Girl's done that.
Yeah, twice he's done that. And he doesn't even have that long of nails. It's Toby that won't let me clip his nails. And Toby's not even done that. But Prancer's always he's always cleaning himself, like
Yeah.
a cat. He's always doing that.
I gotta get off here. Teresa wants me to call her. So.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna shut it down, anyways. I got stuff to do.
Yeah, me too.
Okie dokie. I'll see you guys probably Monday. So.
All righty.
So bye, everybody.
It'll probably be on my channel.
Okay.
That's right, because Valerie's stuck, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Come back to my channel on Monday.
Alrighty.
We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.